Hello, everyone. This is Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, the Disrupt Meister. Welcome to the One Bitcoin Show. Today is January the 7th, 2019. And yeah, you can play this at 2x, people. It'll go faster. Value your wealth in Bitcoin. Strong hand. Offended by selling. Be a unique beast. Unconfiscatable. Be curious, not angry. All right, people, check out the links below. Everything I talk about in this video is linked to below. techbalt.com. Follow me at techbalt, TECHBALT, on Twitter. Bitcoin Meister on Steemit. DisruptMeister.com. Watch all my old shows. Everything in this video is linked to below. How many darn times do I have to say that? 3 p.m. Israel time, 1 p.m. London time, 8 a.m. New York time on Friday is the This Week in Bitcoin show. At least one of the guests is going to be a new person. Hey, if you're in France, email me, adam@trezorhelp.com. adam@trezorhelp.com. I want to talk to you, France people. I'm not going to France, but I got a question. If anyone is in France right now. I watched a very interesting video by, it's a talk by Eric Voscoil. That's his last name. I'm pronouncing incorrectly. It's a very unique Bitcoin talk. And it talks about the government, censorship, the black markets, some darker sides of Bitcoin, Bitcoin avoiding government rules. It's a very unique video. It makes you think a lot. So do check it out. Now, that video is basically the opposite of what I'm about to talk about. The Winklevoss brothers had a big advertisement in the, I think it was in the New York Times today. I have it written down here. I'll correct that if that's incorrect. But they also emailed a bunch of people, including myself, and they sent out a press release, and I linked to that below. And well, let's see. Was Revolutions Need Rules? That was the big title. Revolutions need rules. Uh-oh, that's not a good start there, is it? Yeah. Principles for the crypto revolution. So they share rules they think are necessary for Bitcoin, how to run their exchanges, how you can buy Bitcoin, how they're very, very willing to cooperate with the government, how everyone should cooperate with the government that runs a Bitcoin business. You can read it. It's what's expected from a corporate entity like them, like the Winklevoss. They want to play by all the rules, and they want more rules. And the reason they want more rules is because that blocks competition. The people that compete with them that want to sell Bitcoin, if there's a bunch of rules, no one's going to want to compete with them. Who's going to want to go through the long process of building a company that's going to have to follow all these silly rules that only very wealthy, established companies can follow? And so, of course, the Winklevoss and Coinbase want to partner with the government and make it harder for there to be competitors. Now, obviously, that doesn't sound very good, but you can avoid all this. You don't have to worry about their rules. I don't worry about their rules. I don't have any Bitcoin with them, and I control my own Bitcoin. I don't buy altcoins. I don't trade. I don't have to worry about what they're going to report to who, and if they can just shut me off and take away my Bitcoin, take away my trading. Anyway, so don't center your life, your Bitcoin life, around a third party like the Winklevoss, like Gemini, like Coinbase. They're not in it to help you. They're in it to help them. They're in it to build their business. And the best way they can build their businesses is to get rid of the competition. Best way they can do that is make it harder for there to be competition in the first place. And that's partnering up with the government. So no, I don't like that they're into rules. In the long run, Bitcoin doesn't care what your rules are. Bitcoin will find a way. If you want it, you can get it. You don't have to use the Winklevoss middleman or the Coinbase middleman. So right now, when there are not as many rules as there might be eventually, get your Bitcoin before some of these dudes try to make it complicated. But again, you'll be able to get your Bitcoin. You don't have to. Once you have that Bitcoin, then you really don't have to follow. You don't have to worry about all these rules and whatever the Winklevoss are proposing. But I did think revolutions need rules. No, I mean, that is such a sellout type of saying. Pound that like button, people. Yeah, New York Times. They ran a full page New York Times ad. So yeah, they got the moolah. Hey man, it's worth their while to spread the word about. Oh, but again, I'm going to say this, that traditional investors, traditional financial people, they like this. They like reading things like this. Ooh, they're going to follow all the rules of all 50 states and make up new rules and love the SEC. It's going to be regulated. Well, it'll be custodial accounts. I won't have to control my own private key. So yeah, okay, let that traditional money flow in through the Winklevoss. I don't, you know what? That's their personal responsibility. They might be on some unwanted list one day, and the Winklevoss might confiscate their Bitcoin for the state of New York or whoever wants the Bitcoin for these. Okay, that's their thing. I'm warning them here. They're probably not watching right now. So yeah, you might feel comfortable with the Winklevoss rules if you're some traditional investor. Bitcoin is not about traditional investing. I will tell you that. It's a wild, wacky ride. But if you got that strong hand, you control your own private key, you're in good shape. All right. And like the shirt says, is that what my shirt says today? I can't even see. Yeah, strong hand. Very, very nice. You can get shirts linked to below. Matt Odell has a tweet out there. And this is good. He's talking about some FUD that has, again, I say it's all cyclical. Lately, there have been some people talking about Segwit FUD again. I mean, what is this, 2017? Pound that like button. So it all comes around again, but Matt's got a great tweet that fights back against such FUD. He says, I store all my Bitcoin in Segwit addresses. We've listened to the Segwit FUDsters for years now. It's been a waste of time. Put up or shut up. Steal my money. Yeah, go ahead. I mean, they talk about all these theories. I mean, there was one guy that popped up again that I hadn't heard of for a while who was talking about some issue with Segwit that was just pure FUD. Steal Matt's Bitcoin. Come on, steal my Bitcoin. Steal, because I've got some. I haven't moved all of mine. I admit it. There's some. I've got a complex system, and some of it's still at some old school addresses, but I got it at Segwit addresses. Steal it. Come on, you got talk a big game. Put up or shut up. But again, they're not. They're going to keep on spreading. There'll be FUD. He'll go to some other tired FUD that hasn't been dragged out for a while soon enough. But yeah, maybe Segwit FUD will be in fashion for the winter of 2019 on New York runways of Winklevoss land. All right. No, and again, the Winklevoss aren't spreading Segwit FUD. It's just some Twitter people, but Matt calls them out. Good job there, Matt. Speaking about Twitter, there was a funny tweet the other day by this guy in Armenia who's got a Lightning node and Lightning Network node. And I want him to come on the show, but he wants to be anonymous. I'll read you his tweet. He's what's his name? Real Ludwig Art. That's not his real name, because I mean he's from freaking Armenia. I'm almost positive that's not. But because he wants to be anonymous anyway. I project that my single Lightning Network node will have more transaction volume than the entire Bcash network by the end of this year. Whoa! Now those are some big words right there. I don't know if that's going to happen or not. I just thought I would share the guy's tweet. Clearly, someone's very excited about Lightning Network and having his own Lightning Network node. That would be kind of cool, dude. And I'm glad you're watching the show. He does say it. He does watch the show. And I want him to come on the show. And I want to visit Armenia one day. And no, that's not just to see who are those girls in California that are Armenian. I can't even think of their Kardashians. Now, I don't want to see some Kardashian because theirs is fake. I don't know if all the Armenian ladies have them like that out there. No, I'm fascinated by that part of the world. You don't hear that much. I know it's very cold there right now, in Armenia, and I'll visit there one day. It's what they call it, Central Asia. I mean, I forgot what the regions. Kazakhstan's there, Kyrgyzstan, Turkestan, Turkmenistan, and Armenia, which is easy to pronounce. So I'll go to the easy to pronounce place. Actually, for a number, I picked that for some other reasons also. But yeah, they're doing some tech stuff there. They're doing some Bitcoin stuff. If you're in Armenia now, pound that like button. You can email me also, because I will visit you guys one day. Probably not in 2019 though. I'm almost 100% sure not in 2019. I have some travel restrictions this year, people. I'm starting to realize the cold hard truth about that actually, and I need there to be. We'll get into this on the Saturday show. I need there to be a synagogue, a well-attended synagogue, where I'm going to be, and Israel, that's easy, and in Baltimore, that's easy. New York, Los Angeles, and then it gets a little harder everywhere else on the planet. So I got to do that for until about November, sometime. I don't know the exact date. All right, but we'll get into that on the Saturday show. So, and who knows, maybe I can figure something out. But and yeah, so you can tell I'm a little disappointed. I'm not going to be able to go maybe everywhere that I thought I could go this year. But hey, I love it here, and Tel Aviv is great. Israel is great, and of course, I always enjoy my time in Los Angeles, and Baltimore is my home. So, and no, I'm probably not going to visit New York for a long period of time or anything. I've had my share of New York in my day. The Block Crypto has a article out there. Ethereum Classic has experienced multiple 100+ reorg attack. The official Ethereum Classic Twitter account recommended that all exchanges and mining pools increase their confirmation times to over 400 blocks on Ethereum Classic withdrawals and deposits. Oh, right. So something's going on over there. And why is this going on? Why are they being attacked suddenly? What the heck? Matt Odell has a great theory out there. He says, makes sense to me that Ethereum stakeholders are attacking Ethereum Classic ahead of the Constantinople and Prague proof of work forks to discourage miners from switching when their rewards are slashed by 33%. Complete speculation, but that makes sense to me. Yeah, it makes sense to me too. Destroy Ethereum Classic so miners don't want to mine it when the time comes that they might think they'll be able to make some more moolah off of mining Ethereum Classic. This is an interesting story to watch if you're into watching Ethereum and altcoins and all that. And remember, Ethereum Classic gets an attack. Just another day where Bitcoin is the rock. Doesn't have to worry about such things. It's on the top. It's the apex predator, et cetera, et cetera. But hey, it's a news story. It's very interesting. Anyone have any questions in the chat? Because this show is going to end real soon. Ooh, wow. People are talking about the Ethereum Classic there. Yeah, strong hands. All right, dudes. That's it. Rumors are saying it's Ethereum trying to prevent. Yeah, that's what I said. And I wouldn't be surprised if there are some major Ethereum people that don't want to see the possibility of Ethereum Classic getting some of their miners We'll see. Again, why worry? If you hold Bitcoin, this is just a sideshow. This is just the altcoins are just an experiment where you can learn. So that, hey man, it's just another reason to hold Bitcoin, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. I'm Adam Meister, and as you can see, I fixed the microphone, but I'm only going to have it one more day. I'm going to have it tomorrow, and then I'm going to have to give it back on Wednesday. I'm Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, the Disrupt Meister. Remember to subscribe to this channel, like this video, share this video, check out the links below, bang that bell button, click on the squares, and I will see you guys in the chat right now. Bye-bye.